Hello YouTube, this is EDT Ginger, sort of bringing everybody an update on the Chaos Dragon deck I created. Since then, I took down the Dark Flares and Light Pulsars to 2 because they start becoming dead draws and didn't start hitting me until I went against an Inzektor deck, and I was like, oh my god, please give me something I can kill these things with, and it never happened. So I sort of added more of a searcher element to the deck. More or less, just little 5 searchers here. A really staple Grand Mole. I like him because he's shiny. Yeah, effectively they're shiny too, but she's just a hand trap. I made the deck go back up to 50. Please don't hurt me because of that. These are just the monsters. I can get the spells and traps in a second. But what I want to talk to you about is broken strategies. Okay. Those 3 cards right there, I've summoned Red Nova with like 8 times with Dark Flare over there. Just because the way the deck works is when they get banished, I can just keep banishing the cards I need for these, and special summon Dark Flare, summon him automatically because of that, or sometimes Junk Synchron, which I use with Raikou and Book of the Moon sometimes, or just get his little secondary, or just use him as for level 8 with him, or level 7 with her, stuff like that. But and then I have these 2 banished already, and then I flip my trap that brings them right back and get a Red Nova instantly. Yay! Whoop-de-doo. I don't really care about Red Nova, but I just thought it's kind of a fun little inside strategy that doesn't really need to be there, but it's kind of just for fun. Eclipse Wyverns and Dark Flares, definitely ridiculous searchers. For the Red Eyes Darkness Metal, you're Dark Armed, and my Galaxy has Photon Dragon, which a lot of Chaos Dragons don't run, I'm noticing. The reason I like this is because it's a weird type of compulse in that it'll banish it and monster it attacks or gets attacked by. So it's really hard to destroy by attacking. You really have to destroy it by spells and traps or affect monsters' effects. But say they use Charge of the Light Brigade and they get a Raikou, and you know it's gonna be a freaking Raikou because they just added it to their hand. Yeah, take it out with you and attack with another monster you have, and then they have to waste the Raikou on probably this. They'll probably hit the 3000 beater. But, I mean, you can also use what I found like Watt Giraffe. When he attacks directly, takes out the effect monsters. Did that on accident. I attacked directly and then attacked with another monster and took out the Raikou without having its stupid little effect activate, which is made the kid mad. I felt sorry afterwards. But then I kind of laughed. But, yeah, like Gore's staple. Always keep him nearby. But this is a small little update to the weird amount of chaos crap I've been getting. My friends keep telling me to add more stuff, so I went through all the cards. And mostly just found a whole bunch of Pale Beasts. If anyone remembers this from the Kyber starter deck. Or like the Silver Fangs from the Yugi starter deck. I miss these things. I just found them laying around. I was just like, yay! Put Silver Wolf in, but he doesn't work because he's an Earth in. So attack and defense suck. 1200 and 800. Go sit down. I remember that card actually was kind of good. But yeah, took out like Terabyte and all the extra light Pulsar and Dark Flare and stuff. I need to find cases again for those guys because they're kind of shiny and I'd like to keep them pretty good. But yeah, why did I ever have Terabyte in there? Please, Konami, come out with when you come out with a really nice box which has an instant XC in it, please give us an XC we can use. One that's not just a creature swap for 1 turn. It's basically just a brain control. That's all. Not brain control, but the enemy controller thing. It's just a glorified version of that. Yeah, I'm just kind of getting pissed about it, so I'm sorry if I'm raging a little bit. But I was just kind of using it. I summoned it, and I was like, I never really paid attention. Why? And then I realized, I was like, why is this in my deck? So those are the monsters. I'm using a lot of time just explaining my various rantings. But I have a little draw power because there are 50 cards in this deck. So not only with the 2 Pot of Dualities I usually run, I added an Allure of Darkness and a card destruction. please pay attention to your opponents. They will act really snarky if they get a good hand, and if you just happen to have this in your hand and you know they have a good hand, and they're not running Dark Worlds, do not use it on Dark Worlds. You will be just destroyed. But when you have a crap hand, they have a good hand, just smack that down and say, yeah, screw your good hand. You get your dead draws now. And more than likely, they'll be kind of mad about that. Sometimes you have the really cool acting player. He's inside. He's bursting with anger. Yeah, more staples. Dark Hole, Monster Reborn as usual. Foolish, DDR, Creature Swap I added, Heavy Storm, Book of Moon, MST, and those are the spells, yeah. Basically just creature swapping, card destruction, and allure I've added. And taken out some cards and added more cards, and I went crazy, sorry. But, alright, just still 2 bottomless. Duh, everybody should run 2 bottomless because they're amazing. Dimensional Prison, it's cool, it's shiny. Mirror Force getting underrated now because of Torrential. I'd rather smack my opponent's monsters than mine any day. Sorry, don't like Torrential that much. Call the Haunted. Return from different dimensions, a card you can use to get rid of Nova if you do it right, or just completely boss mob the field. And your opponent's like, what to do. Dark Bribe takes out their stupid spells and traps and negate your stuff. Very helpful. Or just, if they're running like an Exodia deck and they use 1 Day of Peace, and you're just running a deck where you just need to attack them to just destroy them, yeah, hit 1 Day of Peace. They still get their draw, but they don't get that stupid extra effect. Yeah, you guys know. Magic Cylinder I added because it's now becoming a game winner with all the paying cards like the Solemn Brigade, which everybody runs now, pretty much. At least for they waste their stuff on these. Hit them with the Magic Cylinder for the game, pretty good. And because all the monsters in this deck, most of them are really high tech. For the extra deck, Gachi of course, Gren of course, because he's easy to 2 easiest guys. They're cheap. Number 20, Giga Brilliant. Traded, of course. Leviathan comes in 10, and Utopia comes with the 2. So those are my XCs. There are more level 3s, so it's easier to get out Leviathan and Giga Brilliant in a pinch. Next I added Junk Warrior, but the rest of the synchros are pretty much the same. Gravity, Ancient Fairy, Dark End, Stardust, Red Dragon Archfiend, Red Nova, Void Ogre Dragon, Vaughn Espelon, and Locomotion Arginex. There's been times where I've wanted Void Ogre Dragon over Stardust, mostly because I can still negate spells and traps, and it's all in spells and traps, so I just have no hand, which I usually don't have a hand when I go to summon my synchros. So he helps a lot, and he's a 3000 beater, so he's like basically the hybrid of Red Dragon and Stardust. He's even shinier than them. Well, he's like, yeah. Let's take these 2. These 2 had a baby. Let's see. I'll put them like this. Had a baby. Spit out Void Ogre. Yeah, got it. Good. Yeah, and if you're wondering, cases for the main deck and extra deck are the 2 types of cases I like to use because they're shiny and they protect your cards, and they're the Yu-Gi-Oh! Official ones, so I like them. Remember, Void Ogre out of this. It kind of looks the same. And this just to hit there. This just screws up everything. Please run this, especially if you're in a mirrored match with another another Chaos Dragon player. For the love of God, try to summon this thing, because you'll take their Red Eyes Darkness Metal right from under their hands, because it's level 10. And there's really no other monsters they're going to summon that's over level 10. Or if they somehow get a Red Nova, ching ching ching, you can steal it. And it's very easy to do, just Chaos Sorcerer special summon, and then normal summon the freaking GeneX Ally Birdman. It's really simple to do. I trust you guys could figure that out. In fact, I'm pretty sure y'all could figure it out. But yeah, that's the deck. Kind of threw it all over the place and got mad at my Compulse. I found my 2 Protos after I got rid of my Cyber Dragon deck. Found the Protos. Whoops. Well, I'm going a bit long and raging. And I know people want to say 3 of these or 2 of these. I'm only going to run because I'm up on my limit. But If you can find a way to run 3 in any deck you have, do it. This is a good card, especially if you're running double Summoner Monks, which I am. You need some spells, and that is a very good cannon fodder spell. Or just use Pod Duality for cannon fodders, for example. If you want to get the special summon, use it for cannon fodder. If you don't want to go for a special summon, then take your luck with the 3 cards. It's your choice. I usually go with the 3 cards. More than likely, I don't try to get Utopia automatically with Summoner Monk or summon like Mystic Tomato. Get that extra little draw stuff. Well, yeah, that's the deck. Comment, rate, subscribe. I will be doing this a lot more, probably because I'm really bored all the time. And thanks for watching.